Welcome to Free Your Mind, as always. The one and only Danny Ampon in the house. We have a guest in the house. What's up, Shayla? How you doing?
Hola, peoples.
Hola.
Hola, hola.
I guess.
And then Liberian people say, my people, how are you?
Wow. And then, I guess what? We on. What's up, Liberia?
I'll be on the way, but yeah.
You want to tell people about yourself?
Okay, so yeah, my name is Shayla. I'm a hairstylist here in, I always say Vancouver because that's where I started.
Yeah.
And it just sounds more fancier. But I actually live in Brentwood now. Even more fancier. But anyway, so I'm just here, nothing really, just working, keeping up with this Vancouver economy, BC economy. So yeah, nothing much.
How's it like being a stylist though?
Being a stylist in this city. It's good, but however, I just feel like my talent is not really being expressed in this place, to be honest. And I think that's just a Canadian thing, not really per se the city, but this city is just very bad with hiding talented Black hairstylists. Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. Do you know how long I've been doing this? And I get clients that are that I've had for years, 2 years, 3 years, and they just come in for the same style. It's like, girl, can we do something else every day? And I feel like, when I used to travel to the States and Toronto and stuff, you get people coming in every weekend for a new look. Yeah. And that really allows you to express your talent, right? So it's just here, I'm just,
blind.
I'm just a hairstylist.
No, but usually, when people come in, sometimes don't you recommend you can try this, you can try something different?
Not really, because the services you're offering, for example, if I'm doing hair extensions, right, they want just, the rows and stuff. And usually they stick into their color for 2 years, the same color, right? They can come in for retouch, but they probably stick into the same color for years and stuff. That's just a Canadian thing. I don't know what it is.
You sure it's a Canadian or is it just the people themselves? Or
maybe it's just my type of clientele. Yeah. I don't know.
No, because in the shop, we get people come in and try different things all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they trying it, but are they coming back to try it? Because if you're a stylist like me, right? Having a set clientele where you're not really seeing different people all the time, right? And you don't even remark it because you're expecting those clients to come back. Yeah, they coming back for the same thing. But I mean, I want to have a set clientele that can try something. It's because of the city that we live in, right? It's not people are not going out for this nightlife, day parties and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Whereas for example, Atlanta is a city that every day nobody's looking the same. They always looking for ways to keep up with the trends on social media. So we're not really in a city. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but there's always room for enlightenment.
So when you were in the shop, were you getting different clientele, or is it trying different little things?
Honestly, before I opened the shop, I wanted to make sure that I could afford the shop, right? Yeah. So I generated my client list first before I went into the shop. And the booking process with me is just more secure and assertive in a way. So I don't really do a lot of drop-ins. Okay. Yeah. So it's because it's you have to pre-book with me.
Which is good.
There's a system. Yeah. So that kind of shies away the whole drop-ins. Yeah. But maybe once in a million if a client cancel and stuff like that and someone, the universe is just this girl is aligned with you. So I have some clients that have dropped in and then they became clients because they really loved my energy and just stayed with me after. But they were just looking for a stylist for that day. Yeah. So
what would you say the difference between having the spot with getting clientele and then doing it at home?
At home stylist. So I think the difference between being in a studio space is mindset, right? Yeah. because, you know, it's more pressure.
Yeah.
Because you have responsibility, like you have to pay this rent other than just your house rent, like, you know, so you have to challenge yourself to, you know, upsell.
Yeah.
You know, upsell to your clientele. Like, you know, like if you're at home, you're focusing on the service, right? Whereas like if you're in your studio, you're looking at overhead in terms of like, oh, you know, let me upsell this product to you. And you have access to that. Not that I'm not saying you don't have access to that as well in like home studio, but it's just more professional and it feels different. It feels good in a way. It feels more professional, but it's all about mindset, right? Like for me, even if I'm home, I'm waking up and wearing my black t-shirt and my black clothes and preparing for work and, you know, looking cute and waiting for my clients. So it's all about mindset, but it's obviously easier if you're home.
Yeah. You can relax.
You're more relaxed. So you're just like 30 minutes away. You're like, oh man, my client's coming. Let me like brush my hair and get ready, type of thing. But, you know, over the years, you start realizing that like this is your job and it doesn't really matter where you're going to be doing it. You just learn to be professional and show up.
That's true. So when you open your first shop, the one right here, how was it compared to like?
That was actually my second one.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Not this one here.
No, I have one on
The
Columbia.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And not this.
Not this one here. How was it that one when you opened that one? What goes in there? People that don't know.
What do you mean, like in terms of what aspect? Like personal or like business?
The work that goes in, the effort you put in. Then people when they work in the place or home, they go home, they sleep. You as the business person, you go home, you still don't sleep.
Yeah, no.
You still got to keep going.
Yeah. So, it's just a challenge that came of it, but it feels like you're doing something right because we all have dreams, right? Yeah. And when you get into the field, you're like, I want to open my own spa, you know, I want to open my own place. And then once you do it, it's like you kind of see the ups and downs and then you weigh out like, where's it worth it type of thing. Yeah. I think it could be for me personally in this city. I don't really like the ups and downs. It's not enjoyable.
I know it's tough.
But I think there is benefit to being outside of your home for sure. You get a network with, you know, people like your neighbors, like, you know, like if you have somebody next door, like, you know, you go down there, give them your business card. If they're doing tattoos, like cross marketing, right? So, yeah.
So how would you recommend to like the young people at home that are trying to do their business? What kind of advice would you give them before they decide to open their business?
I think doing your research and taking all the criterias that is required of you. Like you can't cheat out. Like for example, I also teach and stuff like that for hair. Yeah. So it's like I see students that like, you know, they're not really there yet. Like for me, I've been doing hair like my entire life, right? Yeah. And before I wasn't charging, I was doing other jobs, but just doing hair for like, you know, friends, like people, and they'll be like, oh my God, you're so good. But I actually it didn't cross my mind that I'll ever be a hairstylist actually, because I went to university and everything like that. But then when I got into the job field and I just realized that, oh my God, like I'm in Vancouver now, right? I'm going to have to do more than this. Yeah. So I just started doing hair by posting my old photos. Yeah. And then I started getting really busy from hair and I just quit my full-time job. Wow. Right. But so my advice would just be like, make sure you go to like, take your steps, you know, like if you want to do it, do it. Like, this is not about the money. It's all about the passion. Cause in any business, there's really ups and downs. Right. Yeah. And if you're not passionate about it, you're going to give up really easily. That's true. Yeah. What did you do in university? I took environmental science. Wow. I know. I know. From environmental science to this, you should be like one of those, like, how do you sell them? Those people that are climate action kind of people, right? Yeah, you can get up to there, or you can do field work or project management and all of those stuff. But like I said, I do like the freedom that comes with like being self-employed and just the challenge that also comes with it. I feel like I've grown a lot as an individual, like in terms of integrity, morals, all of those things, right? Like I've challenged myself in so many ways by like being self-employed that like, yeah, like obviously eventually I want to go back into the job field, but I just felt like being young and always being a hustler in terms of like maybe not even self-employed, but I've always been very hardworking in terms of like if I work a job, I'm doing the overtimes.
Yeah.
I'm like sleeping there and my bed is literally just for like going and sleeping, like maybe if I can, right? So, but I feel like I've got a lot of challenge from being self-employed. But now that I'm getting older and like obviously now I'm a mom and stuff like that, and I'm like, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a 9 to 5 and still kind of have a business on the side, you know? Kind of like challenge myself a little bit more, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
How is it like being a mom?
Being a mother has been super fulfilling for me, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been super fulfilling for me. I don't know. I'm actually trying to think about the negative parts.
There's nothing.
It's actually hard in terms of like your word is no longer about you.
Yeah.
Like it revolves around somebody else.
Yeah.
But it's so rewarding because I took some mentor courses and it had to do with spirituality. And one thing I learned was that you've never lived life until you start living life outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So I think being a mom really have showed me what the essence of that mindset means. And like, yeah, I can kind of see it now. You know, it's hard, but you do it. It's like this fulfilling feeling. And the whole purpose of living life is for us to become fulfilled humans, right? Wow. I think, in my opinion.
No, it is because, you know, when you're living for someone else, you have someone else that look up to you, somebody that no matter what, they will love you no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because when I go home to my kids, I get home, one is here, pulling your leg, pulling your head. It's so nice. But then when you have to leave the house, it feels like something is missing when you leave the house. Mm-hmm. So, no, people that don't have kids, they will not understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
They don't know what you mean. But like me, I know. And then there's viewers out there that going through the same thing they're going through as a mom and working mom. Mm-hmm. So what advice do you have for the young girls?
Honestly, being a mom, I just like I'm turning 32. Yeah. So I was super disciplined in terms of like what I wanted my life to look like, in terms of what I'm in control of. Yeah. So I feel like I've done a good job just following the books that I created for myself. Yeah. So I waited until 29 because that's what I wanted to have a child, because I felt like I was mature enough to actually make that decision and also make decisions going forward. Yeah. So for me, it's just been very easy being a mom, and that just came with like lots of life experiences and getting to know myself and just being patient and chilling out and just waiting until it's right for you. Not right for your partner, not right for anybody else but you know. Once it's right for you, I feel like you can be confident enough to take on the challenges. Yeah.
Because being a mom is not easy. It's a 24-hour kind of job.
Yeah.
365 days a week. There's no break. Motherhood is very, very beautiful. And not that many people are blessed to be able to have kids.
Exactly.
So when you have kids, it's a blessing.
Exactly. Especially as like smoothly as I did. My kid was actually really good. So I don't want to brag or anything, but like everything that they said it was going to be, the late night cries, I never experienced that actually.
Oh, really?
Like from newborn, he just slept.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I pretty much lucked out. That's how I know I'm doing something right in the universe, right?
How was the pregnancy like?
Same thing. I guess I was really busy when I was pregnant as well, so I didn't really get the time to feel like I was a real African woman type of thing.
No crying, nothing like that. No. Emotions, none like that.
I was a real African woman. I was enjoying every bit of it. Like I was getting in touch with spirituality in terms of I was like, wow, like this is crazy. There has to be a God because I'm not even in control of what's happening right now. Like we're just hoping, you know. Like true hope is when you become pregnant as a woman. You can go to the doctors. All they do is measure your stomach and check your blood thing and be like, oh, okay. Bye. And you're just like, yeah, it has to be God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because, I know when some people will love to have kids, but some people cannot get it.
Yeah.
And then once that the love, they get it, they enjoy it so much. Some people appreciate it. Not everybody does, but I know every mother appreciates it. Every mother does. How are you enjoying it? Like, you know, like, what do you think? You think you're gonna have more kids again? You think you're gonna enjoy again? What do you think?
I'm actually enjoying the journey of being a mother.
Yeah.
And the entire experience, actually, like pregnancy, everything like that. Like I said, I'm like a spiritual person in a way.
Yeah.
But like I believe there has to be a higher power than like just what it is that I know.
Yeah.
And just being pregnant alone was like evidence, you know? Yeah. Like, you know how when you're like second guessing things and then like you go through an experience and you're like, okay, yeah, like this is my answer type of thing. Yeah. But I feel like to have another kid for me personally, I don't know. Like I've always wanted like a big family. Yeah. Like I wanted 4 kids actually.
Oh, so that's nice.
I wanted 4.
Yeah.
But after having my kid, I was like, I think I'm kind of content with like having 1 kid for like.
I think it's because he's so young. That's
maybe extraordinary situation might come up, and you know, Jesus might just lay His hands on me again,
like the Virgin Mary. You know.
You know, Jesus might come by and
say,
like,
hey, let's give him
lays His hands on me, and I might change my mind, but and it's not only because of the journey. I think pregnancy takes a really huge toll on women.
Yes. Like
physically. And for me, that alone, I'm a very tough person and very strong woman, but that one was very
tough.
That was tough. So it really opened my mind to, you know, exhibiting being a woman. Yeah. You know, like stepping into your power as a woman and stuff like that. But yeah,
wow.
But like, I got 1 bouncing baby boy.
That's good. No, that's really good because, you know, then, you know, women that have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we gotta give them like an award every year because it's not easy. Mm-hmm. So if somebody able to go through and have 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, that person must be like an Iron Man or Iron Lady or something like that.
Yeah, I'm always like, honestly, I will put down the roses and worship the ground that they walk on because it's definitely not easy on the body. As we speak, like my kid is 14 months old, right? Yeah. My body hasn't even fully recovered yet. And you can feel that being drained and very tired. You know, that comes with it because it's going to take time to heal itself. Yeah.
So it makes you appreciate your mom all the time.
Makes me appreciate all mothers, especially my mom. Yeah. You know, like when you're growing up, especially when you grow up between 2 different cultures, like I'm Liberian heritage, but I've been in Canada my entire life, basically. So, you know, just the culture differences. I don't know if any other African people can relate to this. You start to build a little bit of slight resentment towards your upbringing and stuff like that. But like, you know, after giving birth, I started to reevaluate, you know, my thought processes. And I think it's been for the best, actually. I'm starting to really understand some things, right? Like I'm just becoming more understanding of people. Including my parents and, you know, anybody that have ever shadowed me. I think being a parent really, you start, like, if you take the time to do the self-work, you can really learn a lot about your journey as a human being and your thought processes and why you think that way. And then you can come to, like, complete contentment about your being. And then you can take a new journey. It's like a new beginning, right? Because you're stepping into a new life, new mindset, new perspective about the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because now you're bringing a child into this world, right? When you're single, all of the negative mindsets that you had, you have to re-change those mindset, right, into more positive. Because obviously, why are you bringing a child out in a world that's quote unquote that you think is so bad, right? So yeah, it takes a lot of work.
So with the ladies, right, the body transformation, you know, some people might not get back to where they were before. Yeah. They might not, they might do, they might not. But how have you been dealing with it?
For me, I've never been like hyper focused individual on like things being a specific way, especially when it comes to appearance. Yeah. I think that's my spiritual side.
Yeah.
I just like to let life flow and just be my best self where I'm at. So I'm a different breed when it comes to things like that.
It don't matter what people think. It don't
It's
matter.
not really about people. It's about
just
me,
you
right?
yourself.
But I've always been into fitness, to be
Okay,
honest. So
yeah.
even when I was pregnant, I was working out. I think majority of my weight that I did put on was actually after giving birth. Just the breastfeeding was very, very challenging.
Really?
And also, your time, right? Because you need time to go work out and you're dedicating all of that to your kid. Especially if you're breastfeeding, you can't go anywhere because
true.
you want them on, right? And I know some people put their breast
pump?
milk in but that wasn't me. I really wanted to do it the real African way, which is I want you to be here until the time that the universe was meant for it to.
So you want to be like the mother that like to naturally breastfeed? Instead of
So
pumping?
I did that for 14 months, and
wow.
now he's just doing bottle now. So
Oh, wow. 14 months breastfeeding.
yeah, we just stopped 2 weeks ago.
Is there any food? Do you have to eat like specific food?
For me, like I said, I think God just really was on my side, to be honest. I didn't have any difficulty releasing milk.
No.
Yeah, I actually had way too much. I had
Really?
to throw them out.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you could have put it together and let's sell it on eBay or Amazon or something.
Oh, I mean, I hold them for a while. You can keep them up to a year, right?
Really?
Yeah.
So, we can start a new
I
business.
threw them out.
Breast milk, man. Holla at me,
Oh, God.
I'm just playing.
They do have it on eBay, probably. I know you can donate them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For the people that cannot produce, right?
Yeah.
Did they need any like bottles like natural food or mostly all natural? You didn't do nothing else. It's like only breast milk.
Oh, of course you have to train them for solid, right?
Yeah.
So, I started training him for solid like around 6 months, but like it was very like you gradually work, right? Like you go from 5% to 10% to 15, and then now he's on like 100%, right?
Okay.
So, just gradual stuff like that. But even though they haven't solid, like the breast milk is still has all the nutrition in there for their development. So, still had to keep feeding him.
Now, I want to ask. So, how about being a parent? Let's say you know with the dad, and then they have to you have to co-parenting.
Oh, co-parenting. Yeah, I mean it's all about mindset, right? And this is what I talked about when I said being selfless.
Yeah.
As personal as it gets, and as much as you have resentment towards whatever the experience was.
Yeah.
I think being a mother is being selfless. So no matter what it is, as challenging as it is, like some people see joy in taking initiative, like going to the court and stuff like that. But for me, it's like I think I want it for my kids. So if I need to make sacrifices, and I can only pray to God to really just give me everything that I need, because there is nothing that anybody can give me that He cannot give me Himself.
True.
So I've come to full contentment with just focusing on what it is that my goal is and what's really going to make me feel fulfilled in the next let's say 20 years.
Yeah.
Which is to really see my kid having a very good relationship with his father.
Yeah.
So, I just focus on that, no matter what the situation is.
No, I like that because some people take the effort.
And it's not easy. It is hard because you're literally taking deep breaths and say,
it's okay.
I know this is not fair towards me, but
it's okay. It's for the right.
Yeah.
For the right circumstance, for the right cause.
The thing is, though, it's the what if too, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't really know if it's the right cause, right? But we do it because that's integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I know you always have to do what's best for the child. It's never what's best for the significant person. But some people will take it to a different level.
Yeah, I think, like I said, that's what I said. This journey of even coming together with somebody, not only from pregnancy, but like even dating, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people need to really work on themselves and become spiritually whole, because forgiveness is like the essence of partnering up with people.
Yeah.
Even if it's like partnership in business or anything, like you have to learn to understand that, like, your expectations might not be met in partnership with people.
Which is okay.
Which is okay.
Because people are different.
Yeah.
People are not meant to be like saints.
Yeah.
everybody's able to make mistakes, but they learn from their mistakes.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, you're not tied together too,
Yeah.
right? Like we're not trees, we're humans.
Yeah.
We can fully move along as we wish, but it's about how we're moving along, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know how to move past situations that just didn't meet their expectations.
Because I have friends that they're not together, but sometimes it's either you take us together or you don't, or I block you out, or I take you to court, or I have to go through this, and which sometimes is very discouraging because sometimes you want to see your kid, you can't.
Yeah. I think it's the programming, right? Society have said to us to have expectation on how situations should be and how we should be treated as individuals. But they fail to teach us that those expectations might not get met.
Yeah.
And those expectations might affect your wellness.
Yeah.
Right? So people just overreact, to their emotions.
Yeah.
And it can cause chaos.
So sometimes it's good to let your emotions be and let life be.
Yeah.
Because you can't take your emotions to everywhere. Because when you take your emotions to certain places, you might do some craziness.
It's not easy. It's easier said than done, right? And even for me, I'm still practicing. Especially when you're a female, right? They say it's a part of that, right? To be an emotional being is a part of your essence as a woman, right? So I'm still working on finding ways that I can communicate my emotions better, finding ways when I can withhold my emotions, right? Because certain situations don't even require your emotions, right? So I'm starting to learn the importance of a woman's emotions and a woman being, right? So I'm learning to reserve my energy more, and stuff like that. So that is still a growth journey for me, and I'm asking the universe to,
it's a process.
yeah, shadow me through that, and hopefully I can get to a place of, success on that end. Because
I know most of us, sometimes you might think like, oh, this in the perfect world, this is what it is.
Yeah.
But in the society that we live in these days, there's no perfect world. There's no perfect solution.
Yeah.
It's always like you have to always work towards something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it takes time, it takes everything, but they said anything is doable if you put your mind and energy into the right solution. But if you put a bad energy to certain things, you kind of just pretty much mess up things for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think in those type of situation, it's all about fairness, right? So just coming to submission that like people are not gonna quote unquote be fair to you.
Yeah.
And you are probably not fair to people as well. Just coming to submission and accepting those two mindsets.
Yeah.
I think it can help you going forward when dealing with obstacles and situations that, when dealing with people.
This is nice. I really like, because now today we are hearing like a woman's perspective. Because mostly me as a guy, I hear the guy's perspective. And guys would be like, oh, the ladies like this, the ladies like, but it's never like that. There's always two sides to the story, right? It's always two people in the conversation. So it's always you have to hear both sides. You cannot be like, oh, somebody come and tell you this, like, oh, no, it's like this. But there's always two people dealing together. So perspective on everything, it works. We're doing this show for people to learn, for us to teach people. To teach people that life is not about, if some circumstances are not good for you, that you should stay. But if you know that you can do it yourself, you can make it work, you have to move on, because it's not every situation is different.
Yeah, and I think from a woman's standpoint is that we get fixed, right? We're fixed being, meaning that we like structure.
Yeah.
Right? So I think when things don't go how it is that we imagine in our brain, we tend to want to control the situation.
Yeah.
So when that happens, it can push males away, right? Or it can make them rebellion because they don't trust you anymore, right? And your goal is not to make anybody that's an adult to trust you, right? Because trust is a decision, but which is understanding. I don't know. I just feel like some situation just requires, less energy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, let God and let them be.
Yeah.
And like, whatever it is, when it comes to us, you do your best to handle it with loss of care.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is nice. I'm very happy that you came on to tell us your story, because not everybody will be courageous enough to be able to come and, talk about what they've been through, the pregnancy, the relationship wise, and what's going on. I applaud you that you actually letting the world know. Hopefully, the young girls, young couple out there can learn from this, and hopefully hopefully today we have taught somebody a lesson, or we have actually helped somebody. Right?
I hope so. I mean, the goal is not to, I don't know, like I said, honestly, any take from this is to work on yourself, like each individual, right? People are so different, and I'm starting to realize, like we all go to the same schools and stuff like that. Like, we both have something in common. You went to school, I went to school. You have a job, I have a job. You know what I mean? And you meet millions of people that are like that we actually start forgetting that we're all different people that came from different backgrounds, that literally take, like, if I say hi to you, you might even take it differently than somebody saying hi to me, right? So that's how severely different we are. And I'm getting to that point where I think the best thing I can do for myself and my well-being and for the people around me is energy reservation. That comes with happiness.
Okay.
So in terms of like, instead of wanting to, I don't know, I just truly want to understand people now. Instead of getting people to understand me. I think I'm in a phase of my life where I truly just want to understand people.
Okay. This is nice. We created a show to help people, to let people learn. Every episode we do, we always hope that we've actually done something that somebody have learned from it, for young boys, young girls, young everybody.
Yeah.
And today's episode is all about a woman's perspective. What women go through pregnancy, what they go through after giving birth, what the body transformation, what happened. I cannot tell that story.
Yeah. And I want to say, like, I've been watching your podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm just really amazed by, like, what it is that you're doing for your community. And also, even you being here, you're one of the oldest businesses in New West. So I look up to you, and if I brought my roses, I should have brought rose. I would have given you your rose.
Oh, thank you so much.
But I didn't bring a rose because,
No, but you saying it is good enough.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that. And especially, I don't want to make this a race thing, but it is a race thing, though. An African man actually, holding on to something and serving value in his community. I really look up to that. And I hope that, a lot of our boys can follow your footstep in terms of, your representation in the community.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
And I'm sending you all of my abundance as much as I can.
Thank you, Shayla. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Sometimes we don't know what we're doing. All we want to do is we do something good for the community, so that way the young kids that coming up can learn from us. Because our fathers, our mothers that came here they brought a bag from, my dad and my mom came in with a bag from Ghana. They brought us here for 5 of us.
Oh, you're Ghanaian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Ghanaian too, right?
Yeah, you're Ghanaian in a different way.
In a different way.
I'm Ghanaian. I'm Ghanaian by eating jollof rice and all that stuff.
Okay, but you know what's funny? I have a very short African story, right? Because I came here very young, right? Yeah. But a lot of my African stories are from Ghana.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been to Liberia. It's so shameful.
Tell us a good story about Ghana. One good story that you remember about Ghana.
I wouldn't say one good story that I remember about Ghana per se, because I was so young, right?
Oh, okay.
But I do have here and there, like, I just enjoy the fresh food, organic food, and Ghanaian culture in terms of, like, the traditional clothing. You know how if you don't live in the main city, you can actually go to a photo studio in the city, like in Accra, and they can do your makeup, like the traditional makeup, and take your pictures. Yes. So those are something that, like, my grandparents, when I went to spend time with them, they were always, take me to get my picture. Yeah. And like, I remember we would just go into, like, a little picture booth, and they would just do my makeup for me and put, like, the Ghanaian. and the calabash and stuff like that. And I'll hold the calabash and then they'll take a picture. And I love those pictures because they look really good. I look super, 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 super African, like a dope African kid.
I want to ask one more question though.
Yeah.
You had Liberian jollof, you had Ghana jollof, you have Nigerian jollof. What do you think? Sorry, I have to do this.
If I wanna make the podcast spicy and
Make
get
it spicy.
everybody jumping out of their seat,
please.
Okay, this is the jump out of the seat. Because my heritage and my parents are both Liberian, I'm gonna have to say the Liberian jollof is slapping because.
Really?
Yeah, we're not like boring. We put sausage in our jollof rice.
See?
We put veggies. Put proper protein.
See how she said it?
And then Ghanaian jollof just have boy eggs. And then Nigerian jollof, honestly, I've tried some good Nigerian jollof, but before I was so disappointed because sometimes the rice is cooked and then some part of it is not cooked. So some done, some not done.
Sometimes it's like, who's cooking it though?
Exactly. But with Liberian jollof, there's always consistency. That's how you know it's a good jollof. Actually, let me take that back. I'll take Senegal.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll take Senegalian jollof over Liberian jollof.
Have you ever had Senegalese jollof?
Yeah, it slaps. That is the original jollof.
Senegal don't even know the word. Well, I guess I heard the word jollof came from Senegal. It's French. So, hey, at least, we got something from this.
I just like the fact that they, I like when people advertise African food.
Yeah.
And more oh my God, what is it? I like the curiosity, right? Whereas Nigerian jollof is just jollof and then burnt chicken on the side.
Man, today our Nigerian people are going to kill me for this one.
And then, Ghanaian jollof is just Ghanaian with some 2 boy eggs on the side.
Don't forget chicken and all that stuff too.
And a burnt chicken on the side.
And some, beef and all that stuff, the stew and everything.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But hey, she said Liberian food sausage.
But you know what? Now, you're Ghanaian, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that what I can remember, right? Jesus.
Praise the Lord.
Ghanaians didn't really eat any other food but bangkun.
Bangkun, the okra stew with the
That's all you guys ate though, if I can remember. So where did you guys get these all these competitive traits of African food? And
don't forget the fufu too though.
Which one?
Fufu is the one they pound it with the soup.
The GB?
Yeah, fufu is it's like
the
a
mixture of plantain
and cassava and stuff.
That's not a Ghanaian thing.
It is.
I knew you would say that.
No, fufu has been there before even we were born.
Okay, in Liberia it's called GB, but
GB.
that actually originated from Liberia. Got it from Ivory Coast.
Really? Because but Ghana, Ivory Coast have the same similarities.
Where they put the plantain, the red plantain, and the cassava together, and then
somebody's pounded on it. Yeah. And then somebody.
Those ones are my favorite. But anyways, at the end of the story, all the jokes are done. Please don't come at my neck. African food is African food. It's in the hands of the builder. Whoever is making it, if they're good cook, they're good cook. If they suit your taste bud, they suit your taste bud. But any country really, I've tried jollof rice in all aspects. And like I said, the Nigerian jollof is definitely based on who's cooking it. Liberian jollof as well is based on who's cooking it. Ghanaian jollof, I don't think Ghanaians should have jollof. They should just stick to bangkun because that really is Ghanaian food, you know?
Right.
But I'm just playing with you guys. I haven't tried Ghanaian jollof yet.
The one that you eat and you get knocked out cold.
Exactly. Those ones. But yeah.
All right. Shayla, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Hey, can you let people know how to get hold of you for all your hair stuff?
Okay, so if you want to get your hair done with me, currently right now I'm focusing on hair extension services, meaning that I do braids as well, but catch me on my good time and I'll take you, but I don't like to do the braids that much. The reason for that is because, I'm a mom now and braids take a lot of time, whereas our hair extension services is about 3 hours maximum. You're in the chair and you're out. But if you want to get a hold of me, I am on Instagram. It's Her Royal Hair Extensions. And you can also reach me at my number, 778-866-3363. Just give me a text and I'll be like, hi, how are you?
Please, and when she charges you $700, make sure you pay because it's a lot of work. She charges you $500, make sure you pay. She charges you $300, make sure you pay because doing hair is not easy. It's a lot of work.
Well, my services, actually for hair extension services, the average cost is from $850 and up. Installation starts at $380. So yeah, which is pretty fairly reasonable for the quality of service you're getting.
So pay. Don't be calling and telling me, oh, it's too expensive.
Yeah. It's
a lot of work in there, so make sure you pay.
Exactly.
Because you know what? There's a lot of stuff included in the services.
Yeah.
All right. We're out.
Bye, everybody.